Good morning to everyone. I'm Bill Gilman, the president of the South Freeport Congregational Church, and I'm standing in the sanctuary of that church. And I'm here today with our good Reverend Sally Norris. We are here to give you an update and offer some prayer. We all have been dealing with this very difficult coronavirus pandemic, and it hasn't been easy for any of us. We are all creatures of habit, and the methods involved in preventing us from getting this virus do not really fit into our normal pattern of behavior. The death toll as of yesterday was 125,859 worldwide and 25,794 in the United States, and only 20 in Maine. We're fortunate so far. 2 of those 20 were fellow members, Kirk Kelsey and Trudy Marvin. Our prayers continue to go out to their families as well as all families dealing with this virus. The world is closing in on 2 million reported cases, with the United States reporting over 600,000. We really do not know what the total impact is going to be before we are successful in getting this under control. Many of you may also know that on April the 5th, my wife, Christine, passed away due to her long battle with Alzheimer's. Chris was an avid member of this church and loved singing in that choir. She's been missed in that choir for a long time. She's been released from her long, drawn-out battle and is now singing in heaven. Thank you all who have sent cards and emails and texts and Facebook messages of condolence to me and our family. And thank you all who have sent and I also want to express my deep appreciation to Reverend Sally Norris for her kindness and her support during this very difficult time. She has been on Zoom meetings with our whole family, which has helped us significantly. I also want to thank her for her great church leadership. During this pandemic, Sally, along with Jeremy and David and Dennis and Beth's daughter Em, have given us the alternative online church services that have just been outstanding. I hope you all agree. Thank you so much to all of you. The Tuesday Bible study via Zoom and the Thursday night Zoom conversations and the daily devotions online via our website have also been great. And a thank you to Sally's David and all of our deacons and our retired ministers, Susan, Diane, Sarah, Michael, and David, who have all been involved with these services doing readings. I want to thank Greg Link for dealing with the church and the daycare. He had in place all the necessary needs for fighting this virus long before we could no longer find what we all needed: gloves, hand sanitizer, bottles and alcohol wipes, paper towels, critical stuff. Thank you, Greg. And my good friend and fellow pie guy, Tim, who has been there doing whatever is needed to be done, including ringing our church bell on Easter Sunday and at noon earlier this week, when we had a national bell ringing of all churches in the United States. Our Call to Care members who have been working overtime to help people in need, I thank you too, every one of you. And thank you to many of our members who have been reaching out to the community to supply needed food and supplies. Our little church has risen to the challenge of providing excellent services to our members and to supporting our community friends during this difficult time. I know that everyone appreciates it, just like I do, and I would not be honest with you, however, if I did not tell you that I have a concern about one problem. And that concern is the financial needs of keeping our church going. Our church needs everyone to pitch in with your pledge donations to ensure that we stay financially healthy. Our pledges represent 29% of our total budget and are extremely important to our church. In addition, the non-pledge donations have represented 7% of our total budget, and obviously those funds are not being deposited each Sunday. I realize that there may be members who have lost their jobs or taken a pay cut, or who are unable to work due to the stay-at-home order that has just been extended to May 15th by Governor Mills. The priority to any family will be and should be to feed their family and to pay their rent or their mortgage and the utility bills first. We totally agree and support that decision. It is hoped that you will still find funds to send to the church during this time as well. It may wind up being less than you pledged, and we would understand that too. Another unknown is the First Step Daycare that represents 16% of our total budget. This 30-year-old organization is closed due to this event as well. They have paid their April rent and have been supported by their parents thus far, but it is unknown how long they can continue to pay their staff. And the monthly rent to the church, as it is unknown how long the parents can support paying their fee. We are working with them and have told them we are in this together. If they are not able to pay us their rent, this will also impact the church. There may also be some members who can afford to come up with more than their pledge, as this pandemic is not hurting them financially. All that we ask is that we all look at our situation and reevaluate our pledges and decide what you can afford to do to help support our church. To help everyone facilitate giving, we are sending out a letter to all members today that introduces online donations through the church website, and we'll encourage everyone to utilize this tool. Using this tool, you will have the ability to donate directly to the church from your bank account or use a debit or credit card. You will be able to designate what the donation is for either your pledge, your building restoration pledge, an endowment donation, or a donation to the general fund. You will be able to absorb the fee that the church would have to pay for using this tool. Our letter will explain the details, and we are hopeful that this will help us meet the financial needs of our church. We are in this together, and please be safe and try your best to follow this stay-at-home order, wear a mask and gloves when leaving your home. And thank you for listening to me. I will now turn this over to Reverend Sally as I put on my mask. Thank you very much.